Okay, so nonviolent communication to me is when two people express themselves without the use of violence or being bullied. And four different ways to do this is first, you want to state the facts, then, you want to express your emotions, express your needs, make a request for those needs to happen. An instance where I could have changed and used nonviolent communication is a lot of instances with my fiance. He asked me to put something where it goes right away, or put my clothes away, clean the dishes. And sometimes he asks me and he needs to be done right now. Sometimes I feel like if he says, when you have a minute, can you please do this, instead of saying this needs to be done right now, because I am a busy person. And when people tell me that I need to do things right now at this time, I usually don't do it. So I think if he would express himself in a better way, saying like, hey, when you have a minute, will you be willing to help me put the dishes away? Will you be willing to help me do the laundry? And communicate in a different way than in such an aggressive way, I think I would get things done better. And that happens in my everyday life, especially with my mother. When she's a neat freak, when she asks me to pick something up, she's always screaming, ranting, and saying it has to be done at this instant. I think if people were communicating in a nicer way and saying, can you please, or be willing to, then people will communicate differently and things will get done. Okay, so managing bilingual on the article. I noticed that they did speak about a lot of nonverbal communication, and I've worked in the hospitality industry for 7 years, and I have dealt with language barriers and things that do happen. And when you do have nonverbal, simply stating like a good thumbs up, something like that, it gives the employees the fact that you understand what they're doing and you appreciate their work. Just basically body language, not having to communicate, because there are so many people in the hospitality industry that do not speak English. For cultural communication, there is a relationship between the both nonverbal and cultural communication, and that is observation. In both, you do need to observe. Cultural communication, you have to observe how people do things, especially when you go, for example, to Spain or Japan or somewhere else. You need to first observe to see how people communicate, to be able to not disrespect them. Some places, just simply doing a hand gesture insults the culture. So you definitely want to observe and learn about the culture to not insult them.